Hello everyone and welcome to a video that I'm a bundle of emotions about because I have a bundle of emotions in regards to boobs. I know. Let me start off by saying this has been a journey for me. I mean, I've technically been on this journey all my life because I've been affected all my life by not social media technically, I guess. I'm a little too old for that to have influenced me in my early days, but certainly the media and society have shaped my and many others', most people, at least here in America, I can speak for that, has certainly shaped our opinions on breasts a lot and in a very negative way. And I don't like it, like at all. Like I said, I've grown up all my life and lived all my life thinking that my boobs were wrong and my boobs were ugly because they don't fit the typical Hollywood standard of perky, nice breasts. They don't look that way. Partially because A, not all boobs look that way, and B, because I have a large chest. And just the way that gravity works, it's literally not possible for boobs of my size to be as lifted as I think, the ideal portrays them to possibly be. The only way to do that is through plastic surgery, and even then, they're only going to stay that high and lifted for a certain amount of time because, like I said, gravity does not play favorites, and they will end up sagging. And speaking of bras, yes, this video is sponsored, but I'm going off the cuff. I mean, they gave me the bras to try out and everything, but this whole video, it's just me talking. And I'm telling you guys my honest experience here, and I have been loving these bras that True&Co sent to me. Like, they are just perfection. Because for me, I mean, there really have only been a couple stores, I guess, that I've been able to find that even sell bralettes that are my size, that are actually, like, pretty and comfortable and stuff, but they're always lace. And I don't always want lace, like under a shirt like this, like I don't care if it's lacy or not. Like if anything, it just makes it end up being lumpy underneath my clothes. I think especially this past year dealing with my dermatillomania and stuff and finally getting therapy for that and just in general trying to embrace my body as is, it's never been something that I've been able to do, but I want to because I mean, it's important. We should be able to love ourselves, be it now, be it our past bodies, be it our future bodies. Like, so long as we have a body, we should be proud of it and we should be happy with what it does for us, not how it compares to a certain ideal in whatever society or culture it is that you live in. And it just makes me so sad, and I don't want to cry in this video. But it makes me so sad that that's just the reality. And as much as I understand why media and whatnot does that, because there are things to sell and money to be made through these types of ideals, but the fact that we then as people not in the media and not in marketing end up putting those ideals onto each other and onto ourselves with no payback other than nothing, it just ends up making the other person feel bad about themselves. Every time I do a haul video, especially within, I would say, this past year, because I have been wearing more just bralettes and stuff that don't lift me up and hoist me up and all that, I get comments. I just posted a haul the other day, and the top comments are all about how I really need to wear a better bra. The clothes would look so much better if I was wearing a bra that lifted my boobs up. Like, why are my boobs so low? Those girls need a lift. Like, all of the comments you could expect. And now granted, some of the comments are done in a very nice manner, and they're just meant to help out, but also I feel like that help is a construct that society has made us feel like we're trying to help somebody because, society tells us that boobs look better when they're lifted and clothes fit better and you look thinner and this and that. Like, thinner does not have to equal better looking. Lifted boobs does not have to equal better looking. Saggy boobs, natural boobs, only one boob and not the other boob, like one boob bigger, one boob non-existent. There are all kinds of boobs and they are all beautiful on their own. Like, we don't have to mold them to look identical to each other by shoving them in uncomfortable bras and just awful positions that boobs were not meant to be in. So True&Co. First off, I love the logo that it's calling on Da Vinci with the structure, you know, the ideal man and everything, if you know that drawing. But it all came wrapped in this very nice, pretty gold paper. And then inside here, what? Used bras? They sent me new bras. I just have worn them. This one, still warm because it just came off my body. This is the one that I have been wearing the most. They're all really comfy. I just have been wearing that one because I guess black is like my comfort bra color. There's no real reason for that. These other colors are beautiful too. They sent me 3 different styles here to try. So the first one, it has a V-neck in the front, as you can see, and then in the back it is just a straight across, and then the straps are adjustable. And then the other 2 are very similar. This one is in a beautiful, I think they called it a mink color, and this one's got the V in the front and back, as you can see there. Pretty much completely seamless except for on the side, which, like, seeing all of this stitching, it makes me so reassured and happy that nothing is gonna tear this apart, except maybe if I wear it every day for a few years straight, then, you know, wear will do that. But yeah, this one is beautiful, much higher coverage than the black one, obviously, and then the most coverage, just because it's not a V-neck, and in the back it's got a lot more coverage, is this one. I feel like this is like kind of their classic kind of a bra. It's got a bit more seaming underneath the bosom, and it's also got like the full smoothing out in the back, so you don't have to worry about things riding up, bunching up, bulging, pinching, squeezing, nothing. It is just super full coverage and super comfortable. Honestly, if I had to pick a favorite, I guess this purpley one, just because it's the best of both worlds type of a thing, but I love all of them and they all work great for different occasions depending on what kind of shirt, you know, what kind of material is your shirt, what kind of a cut is your shirt, all that stuff. They're all that nice silky smooth fabric. It feels kind of like butter fabric, if you get what I'm saying. It just feels real nice and silky and delightful. Not only does it feel good on the skin, but it also, you know, lays really nicely underneath clothing. It's really nice and it maintains its stretch. I have washed this one because, like I said, I've been wearing it so much these past couple weeks and it has retained all of its stretch and support and everything. It washed beautifully. They are super smooth. I love that I don't have to worry about my rolls and stuff in the back, which I shouldn't even be worried about. Like, even if I do have rolls in the back, I shouldn't worry about them. That's another thing I've been trying to work on, you know, is just my body image in general, not just my boobs, but also my fat rolls and stuff. You know, I want to be able to embrace them and love them for what they are. So I'm working on it, but I have to admit, I really like how smooth and everything this looks on my back underneath my clothing. I mean, these bras just like disappear underneath. You cannot tell, well, you can tell that you're wearing a bra, kind of, I guess, but in the most natural way and subtle way, I would say. Basically, these bras, you feel like you're naked wearing them, but you feel better than naked. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, normal bras, most people that wear bras, they say that the most comfortable thing to do at the end of the day, the first thing they want to do when they walk in the door, is to take off their bra. That's not a good sign, people. That means that your bra is not comfortable. Woo woo, sirens going off, right? I know. I just realized this myself, you know, like within this past year. But this bralette, or bra, I guess, I feel like it's kind of a hybrid between the two. I don't want to take it off ever because I still feel like my natural self. So I feel like I'm really not wearing anything, but it gives just enough support to feel like I am wearing something. Like, it's just a nice soft little hug. It's not like a suffocating hug. It's just a nice one, like a reassuring hug, like, we got you. If you're gonna run up the stairs, there's gonna be a lot of bouncing, but we got you. It's not gonna be quite as bloop 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 bloop. It's just gonna be a nice like bloop 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 bloop. You get it? You can go online and take a quiz and they will tell you what your 3 best bras are going to be. They go through and they ask you all sorts of questions like, what kind of bra do you currently wear? What brand is it? What kind of boobs do you have? How do they sit? Are they wide set? Are they lower set? Are your straps uncomfortable? Are things riding up in the back? There's just all sorts of questions that you will be able to answer, and then you'll be able to see what bras True&Co makes that will then fit you the best, or at least they give give you 3 recommendations that they think are going to be your best fitting bras. All of these questions are pretty much put together through the knowledge of a community of women that have joined together for a common cause, which is to make better bras. And I personally feel like I have been given what I want, what I have been looking for in a bra slash bralette. I can tell you, even outside of this sponsorship, I will be buying more bras from them. Like I said, I don't want to stop wearing this bra. Like, it is so comfortable. I just love it. So here we go, my friends. Here is bra number 1. This is the bra that I have been wearing pretty much exclusively these past couple weeks, like I said. It's got the nice smooth back like I was talking about. I mean, it is a low support, as you can tell. If we do a little bouncy bounce, you can see. I'm not gonna wear this to the gym. It would not be supportive enough for that, but what it does provide, I personally really love. Like, yes, I have lower set boobs. That's just the way my boobs are. It's not a bad thing. It's just anatomically how things panned out for me. But as you can see, you still get a nice boob shape to it. It still looks like my natural boobs. There are removable pads. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but they are in there, and overall it is just really nice and comfy. I love this bra. Here you can see with a t-shirt on, obviously you can see through because it's a white t-shirt and a black bra, but the seams and everything look good. This one though, I feel like I see all of the models wearing this one on True&Co's website. I don't know, this one might be like a bestseller type of a thing. So this one we get the full back coverage to it. It is a lot of coverage in the back, so if that's what you're looking for, this one provides it. You can see it is nice and wide. It's got the nice support here. This one certainly does more lifting for the boobs, as I think you can see based on the boob shape from the side type of an angle. This one, like I said, it's got some support, but I wouldn't like want to wear this to the gym to work out in. But for every day, ooh, comfy. And as you can see, underneath a t-shirt, it's gone. Like, you can't see it. It just looks like I'm wearing a normal type of a cami and just smooths everything out. Like, yes, 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 yes. My boobs look fabulous. And then this one I love too. Another thing that I do want to say is that I love that these bras, you know, normally in bras that have the inserts and stuff, it's really, they give you a hole that's like that big to shove your finger through to try and like adjust. This one, you can shove your whole hand in to adjust the padding to exactly where you want it. It's got the nice deep V so that if you are wearing a V-neck or something and so you don't want it to be as visible, your bra, this one will do that. It's got the low V in the back as well for the shirts that do have a lower back, but everything is nice and smoothed out and just looking good and feeling supportive. Should we do a little, yep, same, I would say same amount of support anyways as the other bras. And under a t-shirt, can't see it, you know, even though this is a white t-shirt, it just disappears. Seams and all. Lovely. It feels so good, you guys. I cannot tell you how good. It's taken a long time. We're trying to erase decades here. I'm 28 years old, for those of you who don't know, going on 28 and a half, but we are trying to erase decades of mind games that society has played, you know, full of put downs and not good enoughs and ews, basically, about my body and many other people's bodies, most people's bodies, really. We're trying to erase that, or at least I'm trying to erase that from my mind, and I'm trying to spread that to the world. I want other people to be just as comfortable in their bodies, whether they do have perky boobs, like that's great, but if you do have saggy boobs, that's great too. There's nothing wrong with you. So what if your boobs are saggy? So what if you're like me and you have dermatillomania and you also have keloids because of it? Yeah, you've got more bumps and stuff, but whatever. I just wish that we could all come together and be more supportive of each other and loving to each other about the way that our bodies looks, and not shame people, but just embrace people. I mean, you don't have to praise everybody like, you look great, you look great, you look, I think that's wonderful if you do that, but you know, just as much as you can tell someone that they look good, you can also decide not to tell someone that you think that they look bad. You don't have to say it. I know we all have free speech, we can say what we want, whatever, but I also think that we have the freedom to be nice people because we do have that freedom. I just think not enough people, especially anonymous people on the internet, don't use that filter often enough. It's a completely free filter too. You just don't have to say it. It really is that simple. I think just little changes in everyday life make such a big difference, be it, you know, the kind of bra you're wearing, changing it from something uncomfortable to something comfortable. That makes a huge difference in your confidence. Another thing is just trying your darndest to not care. Like, I think that's something that kind of comes with age too. I mean, surely as I was younger, I cared so much about what I looked like and what other people thought of how I looked. And now that I'm older, I just, like, I really don't care. Like, I care about how am I feeling about myself, you know? Like, how do I think I look? That's what really matters to me, but I especially have been trying to bring that over into things like filming or photos, that sort of a thing. You know, I think for so many of us, especially I think women, I always used to hate being on the end if you're in a group photo and you end up being on the end and then, you know, all your other friends are squeezed in the middle, because then they get to put their arms up and around other people and so they just look slimmer, and then the person on the end always ends up like turned a little bit so that they end up looking wider, and then on the end they've always got their arm propped out, you know, the sorority girl arm I like to call it. I hate that. I hate that, darn it. So I've tried so hard. There have been a couple times, like my most recent trip to Vegas, I was on the end in a photo and I didn't complain about it and I didn't prop my arm out. And you know what, you guys? It's a super cute freaking photo. Like, do I look wider than the rest of my friends? Probably. And yeah, because those friends that were in the photo are tinier people than me, you know, I'm a wider set person and I do way more than them, so it makes sense. But it doesn't make it a bad picture just because I didn't make my arm look thinner. I don't look any prettier based on my arm fat or buffness or thinness, however it's looking. And then there was another one at a photo booth at a friend's wedding. You know, I wasn't in the middle, I was on the end. Embraced the crap out of being on the end, and you know what? I love the photos because it's not about how fat my arm does or does not look or how wide I personally look. It's about the memory, you know? We had a wonderful time and that picture is just to commemorate that lovely time, not about what weight I was at the moment. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just like little changes like this in your mindset where it's like, yeah, there are still times where I look at the photo and I'm like, oh God, I wish I would have done this, but then you catch yourself and you're like, no, we look cute AF in that photo, darn it. You know what I mean? And also things like just looking in the mirror and you catch yourself like picking out all your flaws and whatever you perceive to be imperfections and then just being like, nope, let's find something that we like, or let's even look at those imperfections or flaws, whatever you're gonna want to call them, and let's say a nice thing about them, you know? Like, take my keloids, for example. There are so many times where I look in the mirror and I'm like, God, I just wish those weren't there. They're so ugly, they're this, they're that, they're whatever. And then I say, nay. You know what? That keloid says that I was going through a rough time, I was having a bad time with my picking, but you know what? I healed. It's not a scab anymore. So I was able to obviously stop picking at it. Like, yeah, it scarred over in a more noticeable way than a flat scar would be. But you know what? I'm alive and I'm gonna start crying. I don't want to cry, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so it bothers me so much that that this is a thing, you know? That I get this emotional about trying to love myself, you know? Like, that's really sad. And I don't want to be that way, and so I really have been trying my darndest to be happier and just love myself the way that I am, and, you know, just go into the future with happiness. It makes a really huge difference, like way more of a difference than you may or may not think. So yeah, I don't know, you guys. I hope all of my rambling and semi-shouting at you has like helped someone out there to at least attempt to not only embrace their own bodies, but also to spread that love to everyone else in the world. Of all the things that we can be worried about, let's stop focusing on people's flaws and focus on things that actually matter, you know? The environment, certain politics, our family, our friends. There are so many things, you guys. There are so many things that we have to be grateful for and to love and cherish, and our bodies and our boobs, if we have them. Well, I can certainly say everyone has a chest, regardless of gender, regardless of identity. Everyone has a chest, and we should all be able to embrace whatever kind of a chest we have. So yeah, like I said, I really hope you guys were able to enjoy this video. Thank you again to True&Co for sponsoring this video and also for letting me try out your bras. Like I said, sponsorship or not, I love them. You guys, I really do love them, and I will be buying more because as far as I can tell, these will probably be exclusively the bras that I wear from now on. At least for now, like, they are just comfort, quality. I really have nothing else I need to look for, you know? If you all are interested in trying out some of these bras from True&Co, I will have links down below. They are, I don't know what to call them. They're technically not affiliate links. I'm not getting any kickback from that. It just will show True&Co that you came from my video. So I would really appreciate it if you use my links. Like I said, they are listed down below. I really hope that you enjoy them as much as I do. There were definitely at least a few people that in my last haul where I said those negative comments came from, there were people that also wanted to know where I got my bra and what kind of bra it was because they thought it looked good on me, and they are trying to embrace their true body and their lovely body however it is. Big boobs, saggy boobs, small boobs, perky boobs, whatever it is, boobs are boobs. We are all beautiful. Please, let's get that message spread. Give some love to each other. I think that's a lovely thing to do. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, I would really appreciate it if you went ahead and gave me a thumbs up down below, as well as leaving a comment for me. First off, I just love hearing from you guys, and then second, I think it is great getting a nice casserole of opinions down there from the casserole fam. Also, if you are new to my channel and you want to see more content from me in the future, you can go ahead and subscribe, become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here, and as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well, and until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!